Hello, I'm Kam. I'm from the Institute of Culture Study, and so a research collaborator with IC, the Institute for Study of Society, Economics and Environment, one local NGO in Vietnam, working especially on rise of ethnic minority peoples. I think the most injustice that our organization confronting is the prejudice or ethnic stigma toward ethnic minorities in Vietnam. Vietnam is a multi-ethnic country with over 50 ethnic minorities groups, and which has its own richness and quite distinct cultural tradition. Vietnamese government since independence pay great attention to the equality and respect for the cultural practices of ethnic minorities. It is stated clearly in the Article number 5 of the nation constitution. But in realities, there exists prejudice or to some extent discrimination toward cultural practices of ethnic minorities in both mass media, among local officials, among policymakers, and in society as well. For example, shifting cultivation, one of the, I think, the best adaptive and of adaptive agriculture practices of ethnic minorities is considered as the most destructive and primitive system of agriculture practices, and a number in addition a number of cultural practices are considered as either superstitious or backward. I see the NGO that I'm working with in the last 5 years has implemented a lot of programs and activity to reduce the ethnic stigma and prejudice toward ethnic minority culture through a number of programs. I think the most significant activity that I see has been doing is the Photo Voice project, involving different ethnic minorities communities across the country to capture their daily life, cultural practices, and thousands of photos has been produced and brought to Hanoi for exhibition in Hanoi, and as well as many cities in Vietnam too. Through the Photo Voice project, I think this is a good way to promote the dialogue between ethnic minorities and the majority, and between the local communities and state policymakers. This is used as a tool, I think, very good tool for empowerment of the local people also. Well, I'm looking for a society where there's no discrimination, there's no prejudice toward cultural differences. And I think that's very important because cultural diversity is very significant and is the fundamental foundation for sustainable development and human well-being. So I'm looking forward to a society where cultural diversity is appreciated, respected, also promoted.